It is never fucking easy with this team. I'm just going to come out and say that right now. The more these games, I know I've said this before, but the roller coaster of these games and my blood pressure and everything else combined, for once, can we just have like, hey, you know, the team came out, they won 3-0. How about that for a game? No, we don't get that because the New Jersey Devils once again win 4-3 in overtime over the Columbus Blue Jackets. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Trevor. Oh my goodness, this team. Ooh. Ooh. All right, let's try and do this. Devils and Blue Jackets, last home game of 2023. And the last one of this 5-game homestand, the longest one of the year. So far, 1-3. So looking to, unfortunately, they won't go 500, but a win. Losing the first 3, they won the 4th one before Christmas. Let's see how they come out after the holiday break. And all right, everyone, we're going to try something new. We're going to do a little singing class, okay? Now, this is a song I made myself, all right? So, I will be the conductor. You are going to be the singers for me, all right? And this song is called The Other Team Scores First Against the Devils. And that's the whole song. I came up with it myself. So let's do it together now. Ready? A 1, a 2, a 3. The other team scores first, always against the Devils. And that's exactly what happened tonight. Once again, off a goal that Vitek Vanacek has given up a lot this year. And boy, he done did it again. Coming down the ice. Shot goes, rebound in front for a juicy opposing team's player, this time a Blue Jacket. Boom! Into the net. 1-0 Columbus. Here we go again. Right on cue. Devils down 1-0 in the game and need to come back. And who are they going to this time? Andre Palat, of all people. Palat nets one, and the game is tied. So, we all know Andre Palat being paid over $6 million hasn't quite lived up to the deal. I will be fair with my assessment with him. He hasn't been performing as a $6 million player, but hey, he has 5 goals so far this year, so nearly to double digits, Palat. There you go. Good for you, buddy. So 1-1 going into the intermission. I'm thinking, all right, you know, Columbus, Devils kind of owned them a bit, and all they needed to do was just keep up, and maybe they'll get another. Well, guess what? That didn't happen, and we had probably the worst second period I have seen mostly this season so far from the Devils. Lazy hockey, too many turnovers, and just the relentless amount of passing and overpassing by this team. Sometimes I'm afraid they think they don't want to shoot the puck. Like they're afraid to shoot the puck. And that's what happened. And then unfortunately Columbus pinned us in our own zone for over a minute. And they score off of a great deflection. And it's 2-1 Blue Jackets going into the third. Once again, just like the last game against Detroit. Well, unlike the last game against Detroit, it wasn't as easy. It took almost nearly the whole period for the Devils to tie it. But hey, they did. And it was Dawson Mercer. So Mercer getting on the board, continuing his little uptick. Maybe Mercer might be back. And I've been calling him out on it. He's been one of the underperforming Devils of this season so far, along with a few others. But he's finally starting to turn it around. And Tie game at that point. So I'm like, all right, here we go. Probably going to overtime. Well, unfortunately, it's not that easy. Jonas Siegenthaler, my guy, he is having a rough season. And again, tonight, it was the story. Too many turnovers by this team. I was watching it the whole time, and it unfortunately cost them. And bloop, going the other way, breakaway goal with, I think, a little over 2 minutes left, or 3 minutes left. 3-2 Columbus. Like, well, that's it. That's going to be the story tonight. Devils tied it late, and they unfortunately failed and couldn't finish the job, and Columbus will get the win. So I'm preparing for my thoughts. Empty net was pulled. But then, I thought, now Luke Hughes is number 43. But I swear, I thought I saw a 27 on the ice. And if you know your Devils history, who's number 27? Scott Niedermayer. Luke fucking Hughes, coast to coast. And wham! A wicked shot. Arena explodes. 3-3 Luke Hughes with just over a minute left. And the Devils tie the game again for the second time in the period. What a wicked shot by Luke. Tie game. We'll go into overtime. And in that OT, folks, he's getting hot. Give me fuel. Give me fire. Give me Timo fucking Meyer. It wasn't a pretty goal. I'll admit that. It squeaked through. But guess what? A goal is a goal. We'll take it. The Devils get the win in overtime. 4-3 over the Columbus Blue Jackets tonight at the Rock, ending the home games for 2023 with a bang. And now on a 2-game winning streak, heading in for a little roadie, a little 3-game mini road trip going into the new year. So, I've said it numerous times. This team can do it. They've had 12 comeback victories so far this year. 12 of their 18 wins have come when this team is down. They can fight. They can claw. They don't quit. They don't. If they can just gel it together. And yes, we know some pieces need to be let go and improved upon. But if they can just gel it together and like, that's a win you had to have tonight. That was like the Anaheim game last weekend, where you should have won. They won tonight. Granted, it a lot harder than it should have been, but they won tonight. You need to win these types of games if you're gonna want to be competitive. You gotta win the games. You gotta win the games. You gotta win and compete the best you can in the ones that are going to be difficult. And that's going to be the story for the rest of this season. So, this is going to be my last post-game recap for a little bit. Next week, we'll return with a back-to-back, Friday and Saturday, so stay tuned for that one. As for the Devils themselves, they will be traveling tomorrow to the Ottawa, the nation's capital of Canada, to take on the Senators Friday night. And then head down to Boston, okay, for back-to-back this weekend on the road, Ottawa and Boston. Then they will play Washington on sometime next week, and then right back at the Rock for 2 games back-to-back. So that will be my next 2 videos here. But for tonight, that's going to do it. Thank you all for watching this one. Have a happy and healthy new year. Stay tuned for a video sometime this weekend. I don't know when. It's just going to be a reflection type video and thoughts and goals going into 2024. So, one of those, year-end reviews and my plans for 2024. Nothing serious. I shouldn't say serious. Nothing, you know, not going to be one of these types of videos, just one of those sit-down talk type videos. So I hope you will view that when it's released. But take it easy for tonight, everybody. My name is Trevor, and I will see you for the next one.